What's good, y'all? What's good? I go by Digital Crates. I'm repping for hip hop since 1987, straight out of Philadelphia in the tri-state area. I got on the line with me right now one of the dopest upcoming artists out of Jersey, Juice the Truth. What's good with you, kid? How you been?
Yes, sir. What's good, Brody? You know the vibe, 609 shit. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you bringing me out for real, for real.
Yeah, you've been on the grind for a minute. I remember hearing, it had to be years ago, I remember hearing you do the song New Bag a bunch. And I knew that was going to go off. And I know you recently put that out. And then since you put that out, you've been pumping the gas, man. You've really been going hard. Really the last couple of years, especially like from 2019 until now, it's been just kind of like song after song, video after video. I want to get into it. But for anyone that's not tapped in yet to what you got going on, maybe you could just tell them where you're from, how you got your name, and how you got started doing music.
Absolutely, man. Listen, so I'm out South Jersey, you know what I'm saying? 609 shit, obviously. You feel me? But basically, the music started, the freestyle game was always there. You know what I'm saying? I never really put my time into the craft of writing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody always told me, oh, get in the studio, get in the studio, get in the studio. You're right. You know what I'm saying? I get in the studio. I get in the studio. The first night I made that track, New Bag, Lies, and another track. I don't even remember which one it was, but New Bag went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody loved it. Lies went crazy. Lies went crazy in Sydney, Australia. You know what I'm saying? So like, it just motivated me to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it just worked out perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So, and the name, I got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna start off there. You know what I mean? I got the juice, and everything I say is the truth. You feel what I'm saying? So, if it's from just no cap in the rhymes, you know what I'm saying, to speaking some real shit and putting some knowledge in niggas' heads, that's what, you know what I'm saying, the truth gonna come from. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's definitely one thing I respect about your music is it is truthful. It's like you're having fun. Like I can tell when you make music, it's fun, but it's serious at the same time, and you really spitting your real life. It's not any rap cap, as they say, and I respect that. Like, and I respect the grind too, man. I even before you put some of those songs out, I'd seen you on a bunch of shows, hitting all the different stages, and then showing love to other artists to get love back. It's kind of, it takes a long time for people to learn that, but you're young in the game and you kind of move around like a veteran, man. It's respectable.
I appreciate it.
Where did you pick up on some of that? Like, how did you learn how to navigate the system at such a young age as an artist?
So no cap, well, I'm already humble as it is. You know what I'm saying? So like being humble, I always want to see other people win. I'm always here for like other people and to succeed. If I could put you in a position to succeed, you know what I'm saying? So before I got into this shit, I was really watching other artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like when I first got into it, A Boogie was really blowing up like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wife Lucy was really going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of watching how they're doing it. I'm watching artists from around here, how they're doing it. I like to learn off other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I could see what you're doing, and if it's not working for you, try another aspect, you know, or the route. You know what I'm saying? So before I even started the rap shit, I really tried to learn the game as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because so I didn't get let down in this shit. Because I know it's gonna come with money. You know, you gotta have the bag for it. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have the time, the dedication, and the patience. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that, and if I came into this game with that idea and that mentality, that I would be straight, no letdowns. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why.
Or at least if it was a letdown, you'd be prepared for it.
Prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? It would never be off guard. You feel me?
That's real. Because the game really will chew you up and spit you out alive. And I think a lot of people don't understand what sacrifices come with it, how much money goes into it. It's like starting a business. You know what I mean? You want to like really, it's like you're investing in your art and your career is the same way as starting a business. It's like almost 90% business, 10% talent. A lot of people don't understand it. It's like you're investing, and it's a very long-term investment. I'm assuming that, you know, when you started it, you set certain goals for yourself. And before we even kind of get into that, maybe you could just tell the people that haven't heard you, like, how would you describe your music and your art to people who haven't heard you?
Okay, so I would describe it as I'm very versatile. I love all types of music, so I try to experience and tap into everything. I just made like a punk rock song recently. I made a love song, a heartbreak song. Everything is versatile. So you'll enjoy it. Even if you don't enjoy one song, I got a song for you that you're going to like. From underground to radio play. You know what I mean? Like radio worthy type shit. So there's very much to be expected from, especially from my content and my videos. My videos, you know what I'm saying? The videos go hard.
Yeah, and your music is definitely hook heavy, and it's like it's catchy, but it's not corny. You know what I mean? And I guess that kind of comes from studying the game a little bit. You got the authenticity thing going for you. You got versatility, and then other than that, like what separates you from like other artists that's coming out of Jersey right now?
One thing that separates me from other Jersey artists, 100%, is that I'm always down to work. I'm always humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm always showing love. That already is a step in the right direction. You know what I mean? Jersey is so full of hate. It's so crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what it's like in Philly the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like they put on who they want to put on. They don't show love to the rest. You know what I'm saying? So that's really just how it is. You know what I mean?
It's I think it's changing though for the positive. I think you're starting to see some movements coming out of South Jersey. You're starting to see some movements coming out of Philly that aren't all the way cliquish. It's like really like starting to be more community over competition. And it's definitely a beautiful thing. I mean, I can think of times when there was no Jersey artists and then Philly kind of, you know, I think maybe Hip Hop Since '87, maybe some of the other brands had something to do with it. But it seemed like the doors for Jersey artists have been opened a little bit more than they used to be. And you're starting to see Philly show more love. And it's definitely refreshing. What are like maybe some other artists that you mess with in the area? Like, is there any shout outs or anybody that like kind of helped you to get to where you were?
First of all, I want to shout out 4K Studios. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with Money Miz Entertainment and Zay Forte. And Mike Travoy, he's a producer, he's an engineer out here, fire, one of the best in Jersey, you know what I'm saying? We're just born in the studio right here. So, you know what I'm saying? Everything is all professional. Trillin' the Cut, I want to shout out to, you know what I'm saying? He one of the Pemberton artists out of South Jersey. He lit right now, he's doing this thing. Caution, shout out Caution too. BB Cortez, Nani, you know what I'm saying? She's one of my favorites. BB Cortez, I got 2 songs with her, 1 video, you know what I mean? That just dropped. It's on her YouTube right now. You know what I mean? There's so many more artists. You know what I'm saying? I apologize if you're watching this and I did not say it. Jersey, South Jersey right now, like I'm talking about South Jersey, below Trenton and below. You know what I'm saying? We are on fire. Fire. There's so many artists out of Trenton too that's going crazy.
That's
Trey
true.
Bando.
That's true. That's true.
Like I feel as if like if we had more like events Jersey wise, like New Jersey hip hop page, the New Jersey hip hop. They doing their thing for Jersey, putting on, you know what I'm saying? If we had, that's what we need though. That is right there.
It's true because y'all even got some nice venues, but for some reason, I don't know what the mentality is that people think they got to cross the bridge to get popping, but I think y'all can really hone in on what's going on. Like you said, from Trenton all the way down to Atlantic City is something special in the water right now in South Jersey. Other than maybe having to cross the bridge to get popping, what are some of the other hurdles that you've had to kind of jump over to get where you're at?
Like I said earlier, there's no letdown, or I'm prepared for letdowns, but 9 times out of 10 in this game, it's the letdown. You know what I'm saying? Shit's just gonna not go the way it's supposed to. It's the game. You know, you gotta charge it to it. That's how it go. I mean, the biggest thing for me though, real life, maintaining that jumping, following, and having it expand further. That's the only really thing I'm really having a problem with.
And then the pandemic didn't make it any easier, you know? It's like made it even harder. And it's like, you know, I always say it's easy to be the man where you're standing, but it's hard to be the man everywhere. And not being able to tour as normally and get around is like, I can't imagine for a young artist that's got material that's fresh, that's out, how hard it must be. So salute to you for keeping, salute to you for keeping it going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then like looking at the bigger picture, like what keeps you motivated through all that to keep showing and improving?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. In the beginning, I was really here because like, I wanted to blow. Like I knew it was good. But you know what I've realized the last 2 years ago when I started, I'm thinking 2 years ago, I'm listening to the music. I'm like, this is good. It's all right. But what I got now, it's like, it's fucking crack. I will have motherfuckers lined up down the block for this shit. Word is bond. And it's like, that is really what motivates me, is like when I see this shit and I make better music and I'm like, damn, like this is a dream. This is in my head. And then I make it and it's here. I'm listening to it and motherfuckers already know the words to it. Y'all singing it, texting. Yeah, it's crazy. People using it as their captions. Like, I love that shit, bro. That is motivation. I got people telling me in my inbox talking about, oh, like when I go through hard times, this song fucking helps me out. I was depressed. And the only thing that's helped me. That's what I do it for. I truly love this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love everything that come with it. Even ups and the downs. It's fun. Like, this shit is addicting. And it's like, it's the best addiction I've ever had.
And I don't think we would be chopping it up today if it wasn't for that, the love of the game. It's bigger than the music. It's bigger than us individually. And learning and growing is so essential. I mean, I definitely want to start diving into some of the music, because really, if you look back at some of the stuff that you put out a couple of years ago and the stuff you're putting out right now, if you can see and hear and feel the upgrade. So it's like, I'm excited to talk about all this. Let's go back and talk about the first John of yours that I heard. It's serious, but it's fun. And that new bag and the video that goes along with it. I mean, you said that came out of one of your first sessions.
Yes.
That's crazy, man. Maybe you could talk about the experience of knowing that you had a banger out the gate, and maybe talk a little bit about the making of the video.
All right. So when I first wrote that shit, mind you, I was freestyling it. Like, I'd be at bars drunk as hell freestyling. You know, I'm one of them. You ever seen the meme on Facebook and it's like
guy in a girl's ear and he's like,
and he's just like or the Will Smith John from I Am Legend, and it's the like exactly. So I'm that motherfucker that's rapping in your ear, freestyling always, all the time. And I wrote this shit and I knew when I had it, so when I wrote the song, I was in a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really, really, really down. I was fucked up. I was living in my car and shit. But when I was sitting there one day, I'm sitting there like, there's no way out of this. Yeah. And unless I really fucking do what everybody's telling me I should do, because I know I got that talent. And I know I can make this a craft. So I'm listening to the beat, shit go crazy. I'm like, and I'm putting like everything that I need to do. And that's why in the video, this is what ties into the video. The video, if you see in the beginning, I was in my car, hitting my steering wheel, like, fuck, like, da-da-da-da-da. That's because in the video, I'm in my car, homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, sleeping out that whip. I grab my notebook and I start writing down. That's exactly what I did. Just different scenery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But so when the video came out and it starts in a car in like a little Hyundai, and then boom, I'm in a fucking Cadillac pulling up to a mansion. Yeah. Felt good. You know what I'm saying? That shit, the video perfectly matched to it. I knew if what I need is the right marketing under that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew I needed. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's when, you know what I'm saying, I got in tune with hip hop since 1987. And then I started doing, you know what I'm saying, we started performing, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that really just sums up making the video and where the song.
Because it is about finding that balance. You got to be dope online. You got to have the nice video. You got to have the social media, but you got to be dope in person. And I don't think in 2021 people put almost too much stock into the internet stuff, and they don't realize that sometimes you really do got to cross that bridge. You got to hop on that stage. Like, you got to show people in real life that you're as dope as you are on camera. Another balance that I think is special that you have is the balance of hooks and melodies and bars and raps. And especially in the song that you mentioned, Through It All, the song with FatBoy, like, that's a perfect balance of a solid melodic hook, but then the bars and the lyrics to back it up. How important is it for you to balance hooks and bars and melody and lyrics? And how does it happen? Like, do you hear the beat first and then kind of come up with the hooks, or do you write the hooks and then try to find a beat? Maybe talk about that process and that balance for you.
I absolutely find the beat first. Unless I'm like driving, usually it's always 100%, 95% of the time I find the beat first. I go on BeatStars, or, you know what I'm saying, I have somebody that I know that, you know, like, you know, producers that I know are going crazy, you know, just want to, you know what I'm saying, make music. So, but what I do is, you know what I'm saying, I'll listen to the beat, I'll catch the melodic flow, or the catchy, uppy, bouncy shit for the hook first. The hook always comes first for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tie in the verse. You know what I'm saying? The hook is the base.
Yeah.
And then I gotta show it in with the verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the hook always comes first, and then I'll line up the verse wherever it comes from. I'll write it either that or I'll pick pieces out of a like, you know what I'm saying? I got hundreds of bars written, like 1,000 notes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like songs and then bars. So I'll just either piece out, which I don't really like to do because I like to keep the momentum of what's coming. You know what I'm saying? What's fresh. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I'm writing, I like to keep the bars always 100% there. I want you to always, it's either everything I say is a bar. Everything I say in my song, either that or I'm just catching a rhyme type shit. But most of the time it's a bar, and I want you to think about it, like what the fuck did he just say? Hold on, run it back 30 seconds. Let me just hear it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Try and figure, and then, oh, that's what you mean. Like this motherfucker is smart as hell. Like, and he tied it in perfectly. Like I have an example, and it's called Kurt Cobain. I just made it right, and this shit is gonna go crazy. This shit is gonna go nuts. But I tie in the Just How You Are song by Nirvana. Yeah, so I tie in like the first line of that, you know what I'm saying, perfectly in this shit. It just sounds crazy as hell, and it's not even on like a Nirvana night. It's nothing to do with it. It's just on a random beat, but I tie it in so perfectly. Like that's what I want you to catch. I want you to catch what I'm throwing at you. Everything's a hidden message. You know what I mean? Yeah,
because I think this culture is so about punching in and just freestyling, and I think that's what sets your music apart from me. It's like it's well written. Everything is like not rushed. You know, everything seems like put together properly, and that's something that's not easy to learn. But that song, Through It All, maybe you can talk about how you linked up with FatBoySC, also from Jersey. A lot of people don't know he's a Jersey representative. But yeah, how did y'all link up and then smash out that video? Because that video is cold too.
Yeah, the video fire, right? So I was just, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, and obviously I follow FatBoy, so you know what I'm saying, I'm on his page all the time. I'm like, damn, this nigga right here in Jersey. Like, I've never seen this. I've never met him one time, and I'm in the mix type shit. So I'm like, all right, let me hit him up and just let me email him and just see if he wants to work. You know what I'm saying? Do some Jersey shit. Like, go from Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I even said in the email, I said some shit like, yeah, let's link up, bro. We got to do it on some 973-609 shit. And, you know what I'm saying? That's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was a gold thing to say. But he hit me back, you know what I'm saying? He ended up, his manager ended up hitting me back. We're talking for like a month and a half. We ended up linking up because he was out in Cali doing some shit for a little bit.
Yeah.
He ended up coming back to Jersey for like a week, and we ended up catching him. His manager was like, yeah, pull up on us. We got to be in like somewhere up north Jersey. I think it was like Patterson or some shit.
Yeah.
And so we got there, you know what I'm saying? We linked with him. We ended up chilling with him all night type shit till like 3 a.m. You know what I mean? So just chopping it up, chilling at a, you know what I'm saying, at a spot, just macking, you know what I mean? So big shout out to FatBoy, because that nigga showed me love for real, you know what I'm saying? And then he was consistent, you know what I'm saying? Like, the time takes forever, and that's what I want to tell any artist that's getting into this shit and you want a big feature, if you want any feature at all, like, unless you are right there in the room with that person all the time, or these motherfuckers doing their own thing, like, it took like 4 months for me to get the song back, and then it took me like another 3 months to get the video done, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's just how it is, you know what I mean? So couple months later go by, I dropped the song on my album. We ended up doing a video like a month later. We did it at some shooting range. This shit was popping. He did an interview with Jack Thriller. Jack Thriller was in there, and fucking we were watching him in the interview. Yeah, so we ended up, the interview with them went well. Everything was cool. So we went upstairs. We shot the shit upstairs in like a warehouse part. It was crazy because it was like backstage, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got backstage treatment at the play. It was dope, though.
Big dog status.
Word is born, bro. It felt good, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, the video came out to be fire. We did that scene there. Me and FatBoy, the one with me and him in it. And then we ended up going back to, like, we wanted some originality in it. You know what I'm saying? Some realistic shit. So we went back to my old apartment. And that shit, bro, was a straight trap house. If you see in the video, this shit is it was just not like trying to blow myself up or nothing, but like, this shit was just Anybody that knows me, y'all know my
Yeah.
motherfucking apartment, bro. That shit was
Yeah.
bad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just in the cut, it was just straight bad. But so it looked good in the video though, because of, it was so gritty. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
real.
Like,
Yeah, there's nothing fake
real.
about it. Yeah.
Yes, it was real. So it just ended up being a very good video. Very good.
And,
I
and
loved
then
it.
one of the other videos I really like is No L's. And that's another one that's like a really solid mix of melody and bars. I'm just wondering, as you move on and doing new music, like, how do you decide? Like, what's the process like? Like, when you hear a beat, what goes through your mind when you're like, okay, maybe I should go this way with it or that way? Like, how does the creative process happen a little bit more deeper?
When I get the beats, bro, when I find the beats, it's crazy because they all got different names and shit. Like, and it's like sometimes I usually can go off the name if the name matches the beat.
Yeah.
But like, or I'll use it in a verse, you know what I'm saying? Or like, or the hook or some shit. And I'll call it something different, but I'll work it out. So like, I try to not go off the song name at first. And I'll just like, I'll be going through like top charts or some shit. And I'll be skipping.
Yeah.
And then one will click. And I'll be like, oh, this shit hit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll start like thinking of like a melodic flow to it. Or like how am I going to catch this hook? If it's something with a hook. Now I'm catching. I'll do like one thing. Da-da-da-da-da. We don't get no else, baby. We don't take no else. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that catches. So I'm like, all right, let me keep going off that. You know what I'm saying? And then after I do the hook, I'll look at the name. And that's like the exciting part. Because it's like, if I match, if my hook matches the name, I'm doing my job. You know what I'm saying? And the producer doing his job because we're both want some same shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's really where that comes from. I really try to be different too. I don't like to say a lot of the same shit. That's why I really don't like the freestyle no more either. Like, I kind of like when I start writing, it's such a different flow, so much differently than when you're freestyling. Like when I freestyle, it's like I got like it kind of goes like the things where it's like you're reading like subtitles and it's like bing, 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 and then I run out of lines and it's like bing, bing, bing again.
You know how I explain it? I always say it's like when you're freestyling, it's like you're off the dome. Literally, like right off the dome. And it's different when you're writing, you're coming more from the heart. You know what I mean? And songs that are well written give you more of that feeling. One of the songs you got right now that's definitely got a lot of feeling in it is I Get the Bag with Zay Forte.
Yes.
And that's like kind of, I feel like the start of your newer sound, like an upgraded sound and style. Everything from the engineering, the recording, the mixing and mastering, all the way to the videos. It's like all of a sudden like a switch flipped. Maybe you could talk about like how do you keep pushing your sound, and then also talk about how you linked up with Zay, like how that track came together.
I'm gonna shout out Mike Travoy, you know, my engineer, because this motherfucker, when he records me, he's so, you know what I'm saying, like picky, you know what I mean? Like if it doesn't sound good to him, which I respect though, because I love it, you know what I'm saying? And my songs sound great now, you know what I mean? So if I went through with some of the ideas that I had, that some of these songs would not probably be the way they are. But he gives me good insight, and he, you know what I'm saying? He always used to tell me, like, you got to change up the flow, you got to change it up, you got to switch up. Like, you're versatile, but not, you got to be versatile in the same song. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's why I try to like throw in them singing parts. Like every once in a while, I'll switch it up, or I'll completely switch the flow completely, and just and then Zay, that's my dog, bro, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? The studio I go to, my man Miz, he owned the studio, and Zay go there. He's one of Miz's artists and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dog. Ever since I've been going to the studio, which is when I started this shit, since New Bag, you know what I mean? I've been rocking with these niggas ever since, type shit.
Yeah, so it's a relationship game. It's really important to have people like that around you that force you to be better. I mean, shout out to the engineer, is the unsung hero of hip hop right now. It's like the artists are now almost like executive producers. Like you're pretty much picking your own beats, picking the studio where you go to record. You know, it's like you're the producer, you're the A&R, but I think it really takes that great engineer that could push you further. There's nothing like having motivation and not necessarily competition. Just people around you that's motivating you to get better. I noticed that some of your most recent videos, that one, Mercy, is another one shot by, I think it's Cityside Media, something like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Yeah, they got you looking cinematic. Like maybe talk about how y'all linked up. And then in general, how does that work? Like with treatments, do you work with the director to come up with the ideas? How does the whole process of making the videos go?
So I've worked with a couple of videographers, but City Side, man, like they are where they're at right now. They are shooting up. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
going
Like
somewhere. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
they'll probably like they'll be making movies, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
the shit they'll be on. Like no joke. They're all brothers too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
So it's like they're brothers and shit. So when I met Mufi, it's funny as hell, bro, because my mom actually told me to hit him up, and it's crazy as hell because he was going like down my mom's block. You know what I'm saying? So like I guess my mom friendly as hell. So like she
Yeah.
was probably talking. You know what I'm saying? Like how you doing? And they probably started chopping it up, and she probably told him I do music, and you know what I'm saying? He probably told her like, all right, well, tell him to hit me up. This is my Instagram. Tell him to hit me up. So I ended up hitting him up. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? So we ended up linking, right?
Yo, shout out Ma Dukes, the manager. You know what I mean? Putting
Yeah.
putting
She held it down for me, yo. I'm with it. Like, thank you. It worked out perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have a good chemistry. And then I wanted to talk about BB for a second. That the video y'all got for, I guess, called Energy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, that's a special record. Like I remember seeing the two of y'all perform a couple times, and it's like I think I might have said to you one night, I might have been lit. I've been like, yo, y'all should start a group or a duo. Like so you said you have a couple records with her. Is there any more music in the works, new videos? Like what do y'all have coming with her?
Absolutely. There is endless amount of work. Me and her are I don't think we're gonna do like album right now. But future, there's no telling what the future holds. But truthfully, like the chemistry that like her voice and my voice have, I don't know what it is on a track.
It works great. Yeah, like y'all at least, like keep doing like you were doing, keep doing shows together. Like y'all got like a 1-2 punch going on. Like it's definitely something special there.
And we both play the part. We're both doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's good, and we're definitely going to be making a few songs. I've been on her ass about one song for like a year now, so you know, hopefully that gets done quickly. But you know what I'm saying, other than that, probably some videos. I wouldn't say I'm not trying to say too much, but
but there's some coming.
There's something coming. There's definitely something coming.
I think the people are looking forward to it. Like y'all definitely like on the track and in the videos kind of bring out the best in each other, man. Salute. It kind of takes artists maybe their whole careers to find a great collaborator. And it looks like you've not just found a great collaborator with her, but with City Side Media, with your engineer. Like you're really putting one hell of a team together, man. So, it takes a village. So like shout out to everybody that's on your side right now. My question is, you got what seems to me like an upgraded sound, an upgraded style. You're starting to, pump on the gas a little harder. Is there a new project coming? Like what's coming in the next few months? Like what's up?
I do got some shit coming. So what I want is I got this video that I got an idea for, and I want to get these 3 videos done. Certain songs I want to do. It's the skirt one. That's like an older one, but it was on my last album. It might have been on my last album or EP. I'm not even sure, to be honest. But I want to do that video because that song is fire, one. And I already have a whole idea for that one lined up. I just made this new song, this rock song, this punk rock shit. Like Blink 182 type flow. Like it just sounds so good. And it's got to get a video done to it. If you want, I can tell you the details for it. You know what I'm saying? It's I want to get like a drum, like a whole band set up on like a stage and shit, you know what I'm saying? Probably at like some little venue or somewhere. And then we do the video on the stages. And I'm going like straight punk rock, straight like that's the video type shit. And I got a little bit more I want to add, but it's kind of like I want it to be a surprise.
I could definitely see that for you. I could see you performing with a band and kind of taking your stage show to a whole nother level. So what else is coming? What are some of the things, let's say maybe six months down the line between now and the end of the year? What can the fans look forward to?
I'm definitely going to be doing more shows. That's 100%. So if anybody wants to come out and see me perform, you already know what time it is. I will be promoting it on my Instagram every single time. And that is really, if it's not that, expect these bangers because I'm not stopping. I'm not letting up on these videos.
Good.
I don't care if I'm giving out $1 million song video content and I'm just doing it. I'm having fun. I love this shit. So just keep expecting fire ass content, like nothing less than fire every single time. Every single time.
So past the next, like, say 6 months to a year, what's coming down the line? Like, what are some of the future goals you have? Like, where do you see this music taking you in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Hopefully I'm Lil Baby status in 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm trying to be there. You know, if not Lil Baby status, I'm trying to be Mozzie status. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Popping, but he's not Lil Baby in your face popping. But you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter to me. I'm really just trying to be there. I'm trying to be. I want to put my mom in a house, pay her bills off. She never have to work again. The only thing that she has to do is figure out what she's gonna do with her day because she's so bored. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I feel that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's it. That's the only thing she should be worried about. And truthfully, like I just want to be set up in this music shit where I'm bringing in enough revenue where that's taken care of, I'm taken care of, and I can keep dumping more money into. You know what I'm saying? Because the videos got to keep getting done. You know what I mean? But
that's what it is.
I really want to be signed to. I really want to get signed somewhere, but like I'm not trying to sell my soul for real. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like all you need is the big bag. You know what I mean? You don't need no contract. Just give my guy the big bag. Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? And I'm with this shit. It's like I just need the bag behind it. I need like 10, maybe. All right, look, 5. I'll do 5. 5 to 10 mil. Though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's about right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's cool with me, but I mean, like that's really it. And then once I get that level, that's when I start giving back. Then I can finally give back and like past my people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to help other people, especially up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying? I want to help motherfuckers that's in me, like me right here, right now. You know what I mean? Like up and coming, just trying to grind to get it. And I want to see the work though. I want to see you grinding. But that's another story. I want to go crazy, bro. It's gonna go crazy.
I could definitely see you starting a label and like definitely giving back to the artist community. Anything else? Like once you're at that level, like are you gonna be starring in movies, TV shows, clothing lines, beverage lines? Like what's some wild out goals that we could put into the universe right now?
I definitely want to get a motherfucking reality TV show because bro, I'm fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I go is lit. It's just always some crazy shit happening. Always some popping. I feel like a reality TV show is 100% a must. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's gonna happen, and I'm speaking that into existence because it's 100% gonna happen. I definitely got to be in some movies, bro. Before this rap shit, before any of this, I wanted to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go to acting classes and shit. Like that was me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be in movies like gunslinging type shit, going crazy, whatever it is, doing crazy ass action movies with The Rock. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be doing
Juice Wick, Volume 7 coming soon. Like,
Juice Wick.
I see that because your videos have that cinematic quality to them. Your music has that storytelling element to it. Like I could see you putting something together, like coming soon, like for sure.
It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. And I got a few ideas. Like I want to start like a YouTube channel and shit. Like, but like on some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like comedic shit. Like, but like a YouTuber. So I'm gonna definitely do that. I got some crazy ass good ideas for that. But you know what I'm saying?
I recommend that because I think people take the game so seriously these days. Like people forgot how to smile. They forgot how to laugh. It's like bringing some fun and some comedy to the game is definitely needed.
Yes. Start doing skits like Mike Ruga and shit. Like,
oh man, yo, he's wild, man.
Fucking hilarious, bro. Fucking hilarious.
I mess with him, like for sure. So you mentioned a song that you had that was kind of taken off a little bit in Australia. Other than there, like if there's anywhere that you could go around the world to tap in with and perform your music, what's maybe 1 or 2 places that you want to try and get to?
100% the UK, 100% Australia. 100%. I've like just Australia is fucking crazy. Like I would love to go there. Definitely UK, 100% the UK. I would love to have the UK behind me. You know what I'm saying? So when I go out there, I just got UK fans because they get down too. Like,
that's true.
And it would be awesome. I would love to go to like South America too. You know what I'm saying? Like Brazil. shit would just be awesome. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would be everywhere. There is no telling. I would have world tours. I wouldn't mind anywhere. Seriously, but 100% Australia, 100% like 100% UK.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. Let me know when the show's booked. I'll come DJ. Like, let's get it. You know what I mean?
Bro, say no more. That's 100% too. You already know the vibes.
At Hip Hop Since '87, like a big part of our fan base and people that's checking on the site are young artists, young producers. You've done a lot in the last few years and experienced a lot. Is there any advice you could give to some of these upcoming guys and girls that's watching the site?
Oh yeah, there is 100 things I could tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, don't even, if you're gonna get into this music industry and you want to be a part of the business side, you got to understand there is 100% of your funds 98% of your funds are gonna go to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to invest into everything from making the song to performing the song to a slot performance to especially up and coming, unless you got ties. You know what I'm saying? If you got ties, network. If you can meet people, meeting people will do you more justice than performing at a bar somewhere. And you know what I'm saying? You're paying a showcase $250 because they tell you an A&R is going to be there. No A&R shows up, and now you're down $250 when you could have been, you know what I'm saying, putting that $250 to real life. You know,
you could have taken an A&R out to dinner. You know what I mean? Like,
literally,
and really gotten personal with it. Yeah, I feel that.
But networking is everything. You can't take that A&R out to dinner if you don't know her, if you never meet her. You got to go to events where, like, I went to a Tweedle conference and I met Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met Talk and shit. Like, or I didn't even meet Talk. Talk was sitting right in front of me though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's the owner of Dream, or the president of Dream Chasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking lit. And I'm right here. Mike Jones right next to me and not right in front of me. You know, so it's like you would never have that opportunity until you go to these little tiny conferences, events that people throw, and it be up and coming promoters that are throwing these events, but somebody catches wind every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go. You gotta do it. You know what I mean?
And an artist recently asked me for advice on how to like get onto more shows. And I said that to him. I said, you should start going to more shows and don't just stand there and act too cool. Like, you got to really go up, introduce yourself, because you never know who around you that you could help or they can help you unless you talk, unless you start building that network. It's so important to get them to see what I'm doing. You know, it's like, you got to show that love. It could take a lifetime to learn, but better off learning it when you're young in the game.
That is the dedication that you need to have for this shit.
It's nothing like getting those real life followers. You know, they're fans. It's like you might DM somebody, you'll check out my music, and they follow you, but that's not as real as linking up with somebody, shaking their hand, man to man, man to woman, woman to woman, looking them in the eyes and becoming real followers of each other in real life. There's just nothing like it. And you got to be a people person. I know it's hard. I know artists and creatives, you know what I mean, usually prefer to be in the studio than at the club or at the shows, but you got to get out there. Like, that's a big part of this game. I know you got a lot on the way. I'm hoping that maybe sometime in the next year we'll be able to double back, do this again in person, and talk about all the new music you're about to drop, because I see it coming.
It'll be great.
So for everybody else, just to recap, man, maybe tell people where they could follow you, like what social media you're most active on, and like if people want to book you for a show, how they get in touch with you. Maybe just drop some of your information real quick.
All right, so if you want to book me for a show, if you want to get in contact with me, if you want to make music, if you want to do anything, if you want to link, if you want to send me a beat, if you want to anything, hit me at Juice the Truth, Juice THA Truth _ Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like, not Instagram, but it's on Instagram. You know what I mean? So that's really where you find me at. You know what I'm saying? Juice the Truth is everywhere, though. You can Google it and it'll take you to all my links. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok now, YouTube.
Let's go.
So you can find me anywhere with just Juice the Truth, but THA, not THE.
So I know we did some shout outs at the beginning, but now we've had a little bit more of a chance to get into it. So I don't know if you got any more shout outs or any last words that you want to give to the people.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to shout out Digital Crates, you know what I'm saying, and Hip Hop since 1987. For real, I appreciate this, for real. I want to shout out everybody in South Jersey that's grinding right now. Keep working, my nigga. Y'all are gonna do great. I swear to God. I see a hella faith. I got hella faith in us because we are real life keeping this shit going. Like this momentum is already started. We're not putting down we're not stepping on no brakes, bro. It's all gas. All 2021 until 2020. Never. You know what I'm saying? Until we dead. Jersey gonna be the next state that blew up like Chicago. I swear to God, this is it right here.
It's coming. It's coming. I feel it.
It's coming. See what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody in Jersey. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 4K Studios. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I love every single one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You already know the fucking vibes. Shout out C Dollar, because, you know what I'm saying, they hosted a performance, Juiced Up concert. It's on August 21st. You know what I'm saying? I'm performing. If y'all want to see me, pop out. I got tickets too, so y'all can hit me on Instagram. You already know the vibes. 609 shit.
Yeah, let's go. South Jersey in the building. Juice the Truth, man. I respect you a lot, man. This music, I can't wait to see you keep turning it up, man. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So big respect for taking the time and talking with me tonight, man. Everybody at Hip Hop Since 87, we respect the journey, man. We respect the movement, and just big ups to you. And let's keep building, man. Let's keep building.
You already know the vibes, bro. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you for having me on the show, man. For real, for real.
Salute, big salute to you, man. Peace. Stay healthy, stay healthy, stay creative, man. Big things coming.
You too, Brody. Absolutely. Be safe, my guy. And you know what I'm saying? Hit me, bro. That's a fact.
Let's get it, G, man. Bless up, man.
All right, bro. Be safe, my boy. You already know the vibes.
Peace.
All right, gang.